Duran Customz album review number 10. And it's gonna be a classic album we're gonna share with you guys today. A classic, monumental album in hip hop history. And the album that I'm talking about is none other than Main Source's Breaking Atoms, brother. Breaking, I mean, just with the album cover itself, man. Look at the way it pops, man. That purple, and just with the mention of breaking atoms, brother, it's already, messing up your mind with that title. Damn, that's dope. Released in July 23rd, 1991. Reggae, jazz, reggae, soulful influence, brother. When this hit the scene, this album changed everything. The way that producers, sampled jazz. What a classic album this was. 12 tracks, I believe it was 12 tracks when it was originally released on Wild Pitch Records back in 1991. I had the Wild Pitch compilation, and it had, and not only with the way the production was, that was a big influence in hip hop history, but also it was an introduction to arguably one of the greatest, or one of the greatest MCs in history. That kid Nas out of Queensbridge, New York. The group Main Source was K Cut, Sir Scratch, I believe they were brothers, and Large Professor. And it was based out of Toronto and Queensbridge. I don't know. I believe Large Pro was from Queensbridge, if I'm not mistaken, and then the brothers were from Toronto. Who knows? But man, and then the song, of course, was Live at the Barbecue, that introduces a young Nas, to the scene of hip hop, to where he would take his rightful place in hip hop legacy, my brothers and sisters. But this album in itself is monumental, and it stands the test of time. And he was first mentioned on the second track, which was, I believe, Just Hanging Out, where I believe it's Large Pro. Large Pro, man, I can't speak enough about this guy. Not only was he a producer, but he was a dope MC, man. A dope MC. So not only could he produce, but he could just, he made history with his production skills out there. Man, but there's a few tracks that stand out to me on this particular album. Of course, Live at the Barbecue with Nas, but also Being on the West Coast. The song that stands out to me is Friendly Game of Baseball, because it was featured on the Boys in the Hood soundtrack. And I'm out here in the West Coast, so man, dude, that soundtrack in itself, arguably one of the greatest soundtracks in hip hop history. Movie wise, the title, of course, is Boys in the Hood. Ice Cube had written that original song for Eazy-E, so damn, and it's the same lettering as Eazy-E used in the song in itself, Boys in the Hood, which that movie was monumental on the West Coast. But this track, Friendly Game of Baseball, was on that soundtrack. But yeah, man, what a dope album this was. Smooth, timeless album. It doesn't get enough credit in hip hop history. Write in the comments down below where you rank this historic album on your top 50 or top 100. Leave a comment down below. Where do you rank Main Source's Breaking Atoms in hip hop history, and where do you rank Main Source as a group in hip hop? And this is one that I'm you guys gotta go back and listen to this whole album, man. And right when you put it in, you'll know what I'm talking about, man. That smooth jazz, reggae, soulfulness, influence, man, and just the way they're rapping, they're spitting knowledge in their raps back in 1991, and spitting knowledge and being conscious, but yet with Large Pro, a little bit of aggressiveness. You know what I'm saying, man? Dope album, man. And of course, the kid from Queensbridge, Nas, he mentions that on track number 2. But let's play a little bit of track number 1 on this classic album. See what I'm talking about? Snake Eyes, track number 1. Pretty dope. Smooth, man. Smooth transition in those beats, man.
Rolling dice can help you or hurt you. Your virtue is knowing when to quit, cause you hit your cash curfew. Even if you have to get swift to swindle, it's as long as you win. So it's just simple. I see people rolling dice with lies, telling lies and cutting throats like knives. All sandwich and shelter, with proper shelter. Clothes on their man's back for fame and wealth.
Damn, that's dope, man. K-Cut, Sir Scratch, and Large Pro. So that particular song stood out to me. The one I was telling you that came out on Boys in the Hood, a friendly game of baseball. But also another one that stood out to me. Once I heard it, I said, "Whoa!" Was looking at the front door, man. That one just blew my mind as a hip hop fan. And once I heard that one, man, I was hooked, man. I was hooked on that. I was hooked on that. On this group, man. I was hooked on that song, and then I was hooked on the group in itself, man. It was dope. But this other song, man, is a dope song in itself, man. That I'm gonna play track number 2, Just Hanging Out, man. And this one has a little bit of that reggae feel to it, reggae sample. And I think you guys would love it. So definitely this is one that if you guys haven't revisited or haven't even heard it, go back or listen to it, man. Because I guarantee you, if you're a hip hop fan, you're gonna enjoy it. You're gonna enjoy it. So let's check out this. Just hanging out. That is dope, man. That is dope right there.
I'm mainly known for the rough raps, but kids steal my lyrics like hubcaps and eat them like stacks of flapjacks. Like
if you could hear that bottom beat, man, I wish they would have had that bottom beat a little bit louder. That
flaps his lids like parquet. I'm skilled in the field, so slide to the side. I'll make a rapper cry, cause I can get some shut-eye while he's having hard times writing rhymes. So he knows all my metaphors and dimes on my minds. Which is the reason why I like to hang out.
Even just that cover, man, pop.
To get away from pins.
Breaking items, man. Back in 1991.
AKA Dr. Butcher, and what's going down. And Joe with the Jetta enables us to get around town. He's a clown. Other than that, I'm with Joe. Burgles, watching old Black Caesar flick for kicks. Jump in the wagon here.
That is dope, man. And I gotta say, man, they did their thing, man. They did their thing with this track, man, right here. Just Hanging Out is dope, man. Once you listen to the whole thing, you could tell that they sampled reggae on it, and there's a little break in it that does have reggae on it. And then I don't know what was track number 7, number 6, Scratch and Cut, where, man, these guys were so confident in their skills that Scratch and Cut track number 6 is just a beat with them cutting on it, man, or Scratch cutting on it. Sir Scratch, man, cutting it up on there, man. That's how confident they were with their skills. Like, hey, man, let's just put a track midway through, and it's just gonna be a beat with us, you know, scratching on it and shit. That is dope, man. Let's play track number 3, and this is the one. Once I heard this track, I was hooked, man. I said, Who is that? That's what made me say, who's this group, man? Who is this group that just, it blew my mind, dude? Cause that I didn't hear nothing like it at this time, man. And I was a consumer of hip hop back in the days growing up as a kid. You know what I'm saying? I believe I was in the 8th, 9th grade, and then, man, who's that, man? I had to find out who was that. I believe I heard it on 1580K Day, man, if I'm not mistaken. But let me go ahead and play this album. We gotta let the commercials play first, so you know. But this was the track for me, man. This was the track for me. And this one is called Looking at the Front Door by Main Source on the Breaking Atoms album. Talking about relationships, man. Damn, dude. That's dope, man. Broken relationships, man. He said, I'm looking at the front door. I'm out of here. Peace. And I'm out.
We fight every night, now that's not kosher. I reminisce with bliss of when we was closer, and wake up to be greeted by an argument again. You act like a 10, so immature. I try to concentrate on the cure and keep looking at the front door, thinking if I were to evacuate, you'd probably be straighter than straight and wouldn't have so much hate. Cause you don't know the pain I feel when I see you smiling. And when I roll up, you start growling. So I front like everything's hunky-dory, but it's a whole different story. You don't like the fact that I'm me. I don't put on a show when it comes time for you to have company. And your friends don't understand your choice of man. They speak proper while my speech is from a garbage can. But regardless, you shouldn't have to be so raw. I'm looking at the front door. I'm looking at the front door.
That is dope, man. And I believe before they even got signed to Wild Pitch Records, they had their own label, dude. That's what blows my mind about this particular group, man. They were so ahead of their time, dude. Just with the title, dude. Breaking Atoms. There's a bunch of atoms and molecules there, dude. Look at that, man. Bunch of atoms right there, man. In 1991, then with the way their production on that, their lyrics conscious, little bit aggressive, man, well-rounded, man, in their approach, in their lyrical approach, let alone above and beyond in the production. Wow, man. And then to think back in the days, prior to this, they had their own record label, was Actual Records, brother, before they got signed to Wild Pitch Records, brother. Just what the hell, dude? These guys were above and beyond. Above and beyond. There's another one on there that is pretty conscious too, man. Man, let me check it out. I'm trying to find that one. Oh, Watch Roger do his thing. Whoa. Watch Roger do his thing. You talk about conscious hip hop and awareness in 1991, while everybody's trying to be hard and tough and this and that. You gotta listen to that album. I'll play you a little bit of that album later on in this album review, but let's play that one that I told you that was a single on Boys in the Hood, which this was track number I'm just gonna play it. I don't know what track that is. I believe that's track number 6. Friendly Game of Baseball. That is a dope song, man. Let's play that one. Just a friendly game of baseball. That is a one. I'm telling you, man. And if you haven't checked out that Boys in the Hood soundtrack, you gotta check out that Boys in the Hood soundtrack, cause that one too, man. That's a classic. You know what? You convinced me. I'm gonna do that album review later on, because I think I know what Santa's getting me for Christmas. But let's check out this This is that
Oh
track.
shit, another young brother hit. I better
Hard
go
hitting,
for
man.
my man's crib and get the pump. Cause to the cops, shooting brothers is like playing baseball, and they're never in a slump. I guess when they shoot up a crew, it's a grand slam, and when it's one, it's a home run. But I'ma be ready with a wild pitch. My finger got a bad twitch. Plus I wanna switch sides and step up to the baddest box. Fuck red and white.
I got on black socks.
But let him shoot a person from the White Sox. What's the call?
Foul ball.
Babe Ruth would've made a good cop, but he didn't. Instead, he was a bigot. Dig it. My life is valuable and I protect it like a gem. Instead of cops shooting me, I'm going out shooting them. And let him cough up blood like phlegm. It's grim, but that is my antonym. And legally, they can't take a fall. Yo, check it out. It's just a friendly game of baseball.
Dude, that's dope, man. That is dope, man. What a classic album, man. Let me know what you guys think so far, man. And let me know if there's any albums out there in particular that you want me to review, or you feel that it's a must to review in hip-hop history, or in rock, funk, or even oldies. You know, I had promised that I was gonna do a rock one next, man, but it was album review number 10, so it had to be monumental. And before I end this video, I'm gonna rate this album, man. And if I don't rate them during the videos, you could, when you watch it on YouTube, you'll see the ratings on the actual title of it. It's out of a 6-pack of beer, brother. You know what I'm saying? So, man, let me play you a little bit of that Conscious one before we get into, of course, the epic one that featured Nas, which was live at the barbecue. But the one that I want to play for you guys is Watch Roger Do His Thing. You know, I was revisiting this one, and this one stood out to me. I said, whoa, how conscious is this? And I want to share it with you guys, you know. I want to share it with you guys. So, I think it's, man, that's pretty cool. And it's a pretty cool sample too, man. Smooth, man. Listen to those beats. Smooth, man. And that cutting on them, man. The other album that reminds me of this on the West Coast, the first Compton's Most Wanted, man. DJ Unknown sampling on that, it was just raw and uncut. Reminds me of this time.
Brooklyn, Manhattan, the Bronx, and Fiends for knowledge. And people try to diss me.
Fiends for knowledge.
Surrounded by the ghetto, plus the fact that the brother's black. But Roger gets high. Grades on test, he smokes.
He gets high, grades on his test.
But brothers yell him because he has to go.
Watch Roger do his thing, man.
The brain pain, behold. Roger doesn't fight, his brain is his left and his right. But if tainted, he just might. So for you brothers flying with a broken wing, watch Roger do his thing.
Pretty smooth, man. Pretty smooth. Great concept. Great concept, man. For a song, man. And damn, what a classic album in hip-hop history, man. At least in my upbringing and in my viewpoints. This is just my opinion on these particular albums that I'm sharing with you guys and that I'm reviewing. But of course, everybody's opinion is different. Everybody's opinion is different, man. And everybody has their own rating system. But for me, monumental in the production, in the sound, and the clarity, and the way they use jazz, reggae, and soul music, and the way they made it sound smooth and classic, man, and not too aggressive, but yet conscious and aggressive with the lyrical approach that they did use. Damn, makes for a classic album in hip-hop history. But let's play that live at the barbecue, man. You know? Tell me what you guys think. Damn it. And like I said, when I got the Wild Pitch, a compilation, had this track on there, then I believe a Blue Cheese from, I forgot the name of the group that rap Blue Cheese. But if you guys remember the group that sang Blue Cheese, write in the comments down below.
My raps are trifle. I shoot slugs from my brain just like a rifle.
There's
Stampede the
none.
stage.
Kid
I
from
leave the
Queensborough.
microphone split. Play Mr. Tuffy while I'm
Play
on the pretty tone shit.
shit.
Verbal assassin, my architect pleases. When I was 12, I went to hell for snuffing Jesus.
What?
Nasty Nas is a
Damn.
rebel to America. Police murderer, I'm causing hysteria. My troops roll up with a strange force. I was trapped in a cage and lit out by the main source. Swimming in women like a lifeguard. Put on a bulletproof nigga, I strike hard. Kidnap the president's wife without a plan. And hanging niggas like the Ku Klux Klan. I melt mics till the sound waves over. Before stepping to me, I'd rather step to Jehovah. Slamming MCs on cement. Cause verbally,
Damn, man. What do you guys think about this classic album in hip-hop history? Let me know. For me, it's a classic. What would hip-hop be without this monumental album that introduced arguably one of the greatest MCs in hip-hop? But not even that. The sampling that he used, man. Large Pro and Sir Scratch and K Cut on that. The production is above and beyond. It's timeless. It's still banging till this day. And the influence that it had on hip hop and producers till this day. I'm gonna have to give this rating a perfect 6-pack, man. 6-pack of beer. This is the first album review that an album's got the perfect 6-pack in it, brother. Classic, main source, Breaking Adams debut album off of Wild Pitch Records, man. Classic, released on July 23rd, 1991. Don't forget to press like. Don't forget to subscribe. Peace, love, and light. And I'm out of here. Peace.